Guys, welcome back to J Stitches and Fashion World. So in this class I'm going to be showing you how to make a madam blouse. I used this pattern to make all the blouses that are posted here. Okay, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So I'll start by ruling down my shoulder line. I came down by 2 inches from the top of my paper, and the next I'm going to do is to divide my pattern paper by 2. I'll just check and put down the midpoint and mark it all the way down. Then I'm going to connect the lines. So after that, I'll just mark down my back and my front. Okay, now I'm going to put in down my vertical measurements, which I have done. For the front, I have my chest line, my bust point, under bust points, half length, and my blouse length. And for the back, I have my back chest line, my back half length, and my back blouse length. So the difference between my front and my back half length is 2 inches. So after doing this, I'm going to put down my neck width of 3 inches and my neck depth of 3 inches. Then I'll put down my shoulder measurements. And for my shoulder slope, I'll come down by, for the front, 1.5 inches, and I'll connect it to the neck width. And for the chest line, I'll still put my shoulder measurement on the chest line and connect it using a dotted lines. And on that line, I'm going to go up for the front by 3 inches. And on that 3 inches point, I'll go in by 0.75. I'll connect to the shoulder slope. And then I'll check what I have for my round bust divided by 4, and I'll connect my armhole curve. So for the back, I'm taking 3 inches width as my neck width and my shoulder measurement. Then I come down for the back by 1 inch, and for the back neck width, neck depth, I came down by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect this. I'm going to be connecting this with my curve. And for my back chest line, I'll put down my shoulder measurement and I'll connect with a dotted line to meet my shoulder slope. I'll divide what I have for my line by 2, and I'll go in by 0.5. And I'll connect to my shoulder slope, and I'll divide my round bust by 4, and I'll put it down on my chest line. Then use my armhole curve and connect my armhole. After putting down my armhole, I'll divide my bust apart by 2, and I'll put it down on my bust points, my half length, and my blouse length. On the blouse length, I'll come up by 2 inches. Then I'll connect the lines together. I will do the same thing for the back. So for the back, I'll mark down my bust apart divided by 2 on my half length, my blouse length, and my chest line. So on the blouse length, I'll still go up by 2 inches, and on the chest line, I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'll connect the lines. So for my dart intake, at the half length, I'm going to be taking 0.75 on both sides. If you're on the bigger side, you take 1 inch. Then I'll connect these 2 points together. I'll use my curve rule to connect to my bust point. And I will bring the lines down. For my princess dart, I'm going to come down by 1.5 or 1.25 and connect to that point, okay, to go past the armhole. So I'll still take the same thing I took, 1.25. I'll extend my armhole to that 1.25 and I'm going to redraw my armhole curve. So I'll take my round waist divided by 4 and I'll connect to my armhole, and my round blouse hip divided by 4, I'll put the point down and connect to my half length. So after doing this, I'll put down my round underbust divided by 4. I'll put the point down and check what I have left. So whatever you have left, you share whatever you have. I had 1.25, so I'm going to put down 1 inch to the side and I'll take 0.25 to the other side facing the center front, that's the CF, and I'm going to connect with my curve rule up to my bust point to get a perfect curve. Then I'll connect it back to my 2 inches point. I'm going to connect my bust dart down. I'll check the difference between my front and my back half length and I'll put it down, mark the point down from my bust point at the side, and I'll divide whatever I have there by 2, and I'm going to bring out my points and connect to the armhole. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect back to the side. So I'm going to connect that line to my bust point, that's my nipple point. So for the back, I'm going to take 1/2 inch on both sides of my dart leg. I'm going to be taking 1/2 inch. And I'll connect the line. And I'll take my back tightening of 0.75 and I'll connect it down to 2 inches before the blouse length and to the neck depth. So 2 inches before the blouse length and up to the neck depth. Then I'll put down my round waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch. I'll connect to my armhole and I'll put down my round blouse hip divided by 4. So for my shoulder dart, I'm going to divide my shoulder by 2 and connect to my chest line, 1 inch below my chest line. Then I'll do my dart opening. I'm going to be taking 0.25 on both sides of my dart legs and I'll connect it down. So I'm going to extend my armhole. I'm going to put 0.5 and redraw my armhole curve. For the back styling, I'm just going to come down for the back styling by, I'll do 8 inches. inches. You see, so this will be my back loop, and this is my front loop. So I think we are done, but now I'm going to style this side, this back side. So yeah, I'm going to go up by 1 inch. You can do 1 inch, you can do 1.5. So I'll just go up by 1.5 here. I'll do it for the front. I'm going to do this. So here, you should stop here. So I'm just going to label them and I will transfer to my fabric. So for the cutting, I'm going to be cutting my yoke first, and I folded my net into 4. Okay, so I'm going to pin it down and cut. I added 1/2 inch all around except for the center front. So this is it after I was done cutting. This is the lace I'm going to be using to cut my blouse, and this is the doll face I'll be using. I have my stay, I have my zip, my thread, and my teardrop. I'm going to be using this teardrop for the sleeve. So I've cut out my blouse and I added 1.5 inches to the side and to the hem. But for the lining, I'm going to add 1 inch instead of 1.5 inches for the hem. To pad, I'm going to be padding with my stay, and I'm going to be folding my stay into 4. I'm going to be folding my stay into 4, so that will give me like 8 pieces, okay, but later I went ahead to add extra 2 pieces, making it 10 pieces. Okay, that was what I used in padding. So instead of using wadding, I decided to use my stay. So I'm just cutting out the center front, and I'm going to cut without adding the allowance. I'm cutting from the top to the underbutt. I'll pin it down and cut. So you can also use your wadding to pad, okay? It doesn't mean you cannot use your wadding to pad. It will come out well. That's what we've been using. I just decided to use my stay. It gave me the same thing, and I'm going to be doing this for both the center front and the side front. After cutting my pad, I'm going to be using my stay to pad all my lining pieces. So that's what I'm doing now. I want to steal the back first. So I'm taking out the main fabric, which I'm not going to be padding, okay? But if you have enough stay, you can pad the both. It will give you a firmer structure. So I'm removing the main fabric and I'm padding just the lining. All the linings, I'm going to be padding them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm padding the back first. I'm going to do all that for all the linings, and then I'll show you what next to do. I've gone ahead to pad this is my center front for the lining, and I'm just going to reduce here in 1/2 inch. Okay, and I've used my stay to pad it. I'm placing the side that bumps on my stay. I'm doing this. I'm going to layer it like that. Hi guys, so I finished padding, okay, and I had to do another 4 layers again on this one to make it firm. So this is what I have as my lining, okay. To add more to make it firm. So I'm just going to just go ahead and join. I know at this point you should be able to join your stuff. So this is the center front to this side. So you see, just going to go join, and again join. Always make sure you join from the down, okay. So for the main fabric, I'm going to place the lace on the main fabric, right? So right now I'm going to place this stay on this my dark lines. I'm going to be ironing the stay on my dark line, so it will help it cup very well. So I finished joining all my blouse all round. So I'm going to be turning it out through the armhole. I'm going to join my shoulder here. Just pick your shoulder for the front and the back and join them together. So after joining my blouse and turning it out, this is what the inside looks like. And I also went ahead to fix my zip. What is left now is to fix the sleeve. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 4. I'm going to be cutting out the 2 sleeves together. Then I'll put down my measurements, my round armhole, the length of my sleeve. So because this sleeve is bogus at the hem, whatever I take for my round armhole, I'm going to take the same thing at the hem. So you're just cutting out your basic sleeve. So this is my sleeve. I'm going to be using this collar stay to pad it. First of all, use your stay to stay the sleeve, then you place the collar stay on your stay. And you'll be doing this on the lining. You see I cut out both lining and the main fabric for the sleeve. So you're going to be doing this padding on the lining. This is what it looks like after I was done. And I've also gone ahead to build my teardrop to the sleeve. So this is it after I was done. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye.